In the early 1960s, the United States was locked in a fierce space race with the Soviet Union. In an effort to catch up, NASA embarked on a bold mission to put a man on the moon before the end of the decade. This mission, known as Apollo, would require a massive technological effort, including the development of new rockets, spacecraft, and navigation systems. At the heart of this effort was a man named Werner von Braun, a German-born rocket engineer who had previously worked for the Nazi regime. Von Braun had been brought to the United States after the war as part of a covert operation known as Operation Paperclip. Despite his controversial past, von Braun was a brilliant engineer with a deep passion for space exploration. One of von Braun's key contributions to the Apollo program was the development of the Saturn V rocket, which would be the most powerful rocket ever built. To achieve the necessary thrust, von Braun and his team had to develop a new type of engine, one that could burn fuel at incredibly high temperatures and produce massive amounts of thrust. The result was the F-1 engine, a massive piece of machinery that stood 19 feet tall and weighed over 18,000 pounds. Each Saturn V rocket would be powered by 5 of these engines, which would generate a total thrust of 7.5 million pounds. But developing the F-1 engine was no easy feat. Von Braun and his team faced a number of technical challenges, including the need to find materials that could withstand the extreme temperatures generated by the engine's combustion chamber. Despite these challenges, von Braun and his team persevered, conducting countless tests and making incremental improvements to the engine design. Finally, in 1967, the first successful test of the F-1 engine took place, marking a major milestone in the Apollo program. Over the next 2 years, von Braun and his team continued to refine the engine design, working to ensure that it would be reliable and safe enough to carry humans to the moon. Finally, on July 16, 1969, the Apollo 11 mission launched from Kennedy Space Center, powered by 5 F-1 engines. As the world watched in awe, the Saturn V rocket hurtled towards the moon, propelled by the raw power of von Braun's engines. 4 days later, the Apollo 11 crew landed on the lunar surface, taking humanity's first steps on a world beyond our own. For von Braun, the success of the Apollo program was a crowning achievement in a career dedicated to advancing the cause of space exploration. Though his past with the Nazi regime remained controversial, his contributions to the Apollo program and to the field of rocket engineering will always be remembered as pivotal moments in human history. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it and want to see more content like this, please consider subscribing to our channel. We appreciate your support.